Cloud Mountain Farm Center is a nonprofit community organization dedicated to providing hands-on learning experiences to aspiring farmers, experienced farmers, and home gardeners. In addition, they work with new and experienced farmers to create cooperative accessibility to processing equipment in order to develop and expand markets for locally grown fruits and vegetables. Cloud Mountain continues to operate as a working farm as well as a living laboratory, training new crop and nursery farmers and expanding workshops for home gardeners and existing farmers. The farm has a rapidly developing and competitive intern program that is drawing talent and energy from around this entire country. A team of interns and staff from the farm has joined us tonight to share their vision of the future of agriculture in this region. Welcome.
Thank you. Ready? We can choose to buy or not to buy, and we can choose what to buy. The standard by which we choose must be the health of the community, the whole community, ourselves, the place we live, and all the humans and other creatures which live there with us.
For every human cell which is intrinsic to our body, there are about 10 resident microbes. To the extent that we are bearers of genetic information, more than 99% of it is microbial. This second genome exerts an influence on our health possibly even greater than the genes we inherit from our parents.
30% of residents in Whatcom County eat the recommended amount of fruits and vegetables. 60% are overweight or obese. Healthy eating has a profound influence on a child's behavior, attitude, and ability to learn. At the same time, small farms are struggling to survive.
The true source and analog of our economic life is the economy of plants, which never exceeds natural limits, never grows beyond the power of its place to support it, produces no waste, and enriches and preserves itself by death and decay.
As of 1995, 84% of all endangered plant and animal species were listed in part due to agricultural activities.
However destructive may be the policies of the government and the methods and products of the corporations, the root of the problem is always to be found in private life. Every problem that concerns us always leads straight to the question of how we live.
The successful gardener knows you don't need to master the science of the soil in order to nourish and nurture it. You just need to know what it likes to eat. Basically organic matter. And how to align your interests with the interests of the microbes and the plants. When pathogens or pests appear, chemical interventions may solve the immediate problem, but at a cost to the long-term health of the soil and the whole garden. The drive for absolute control leads to unanticipated forms of disorder.
We must do everything possible to provide ordinary citizens with the opportunity to own a small farm, usable and a usable share of the country. In this way, we put local capital to work locally, not exploit to destroy the land, but to use it well.
From 2002 to 2007, Whatcom County agricultural land shrunk by 31%, while direct sales and people buying directly from the farmer increased by 125%.
Yeah, how do you like that? European honeybees, the world's most relied upon agricultural pollinator, have declined by 66% since World War II.
As a people, we must learn again not to think of human energy, our energy, not as something to be saved, but as something to be used and enjoyed in the use. By saving it, as our ideals of labor saving and luxury bid us to do, we simply waste it and waste much else along with it.
Only 2% of the food bought and consumed in Whatcom County is grown, raised, or caught in Whatcom County.
It gets better. Fruits and vegetables contain their highest level of nutrients when they are harvested at full ripeness and eaten soon thereafter. The most nutritious produce consists of homegrown fruits and vegetables picked at full maturity and eaten immediately.
We are almost entirely dependent on an economy of which we are almost entirely ignorant. The origin, not only of the food we buy at the store, but of the chemicals, fuels, metals, and other materials necessary to grow, harvest, transport, process, and package the food is almost a necessary mystery to us.
The only truly dependable production technologies are those that are sustainable over the long term. Any rational food production system will emphasize the well-being of the soil, air, water, biosphere, the creatures which inhabit it, and the human beings who depend on it.
When we spend $1 on food directly with a local farmer, that farmer gets $1, while in conventional food systems, only 8 cents of that dollar reaches the farmer.
Good farmers contribute to the welfare of society in more ways than society usually acknowledges or even knows. These farmers produce valuable goods, of course, but they also conserve soil, conserve water, conserve wildlife, conserve open space, conserve scenery. If you want to reform your own food economy, you can make a start without anybody's permission. If you have place to do it, grow some food for yourself. Growing some of your own food gives you pleasure, exercise, knowledge, sales resistance, and standards.
The point of all this is the use of local buying power, local gumption, and local affection to see that the best care is taken of the local land.